Welcome to NarrativeNook audio tales where enchanted stories come to life. If you enjoy our stories, please subscribe, like and share to support our channel. Enjoy listening. The instant the wedding was mentioned, Nicole became weak in the knees. She had not given it much thought just now. In fact, she had simply acted on the spur of the moment when she promised Mrs. Wallace Sr., as she saw how excited Mrs. Wallace Sr. was about their marriage. I only did that to make her feel at ease. If you have any opinions about the wedding, you can always talk to me about it. Nicole suddenly shot him a solemn look, thinking that Jared was unhappy because she had not discussed it with him and had promised Mrs. Wallace Sr. on her own. I have my own opinions. Jared's magnetic voice sounded out to her ear. Tell me, what are they? If you don't agree to it, it's not too late for you to back out and find someone better for you. Nicole looked at him calmly. You're thinking about these things? Did anything happen abroad? Anything that I wasn't aware of after I came back here? Jared's gaze became even more piercing. The people he was most concerned about were Harvey and Ike. If they were the actual reason behind the thoughts that Nicole had, Jared would not allow Nicole to return to Lanningborg. Nothing happened. After all, marriage is an important thing. We must really think it through. If you have other thoughts or opinions, I'll respect them. Nicole leaned herself against the wall and stared him in the eyes. This is what my thought is. I will be sleeping here today to prove that I'm not here as a guest, but as an owner. Nicole gulped. Initially, she thought that he was going to tell her something unpredictable, but in the end, it was just a request to sleep in her room. What a bore. I thought you really had something to say about the wedding, and is that it? A bore, huh? Were you expecting me to give you a different answer? Jared looked into her eyes and scrutinized her. Who said that? Those were your words. Nicole said, wishing to wriggle her way out of his trap, but to no avail. Do you want me to get my sleep or not? She asked. Of course, I want you to. Not only do I want you to sleep, I want you to sleep together with me. Jared lifted Nicole up as he said that and walked up to the bed. The weather was nice and cool the very next day. Seeing that Nicole had not woken up, Jared proceeded to caress her face. It was so soft and smooth to the touch that Jared could not stop himself from doing so. Nicole was soon woken up by Jared's touch. She opened her eyes and looked at him. What are you doing? You're disrupting my sleep. Your face is satisfying to touch. Jared stared at her with a smile. Gosh! Have you touched any that is not satisfying? Nicole grabbed the chance to question him. I have. Jared immediately admitted to it without hesitation. Nicole's eyes widened at an instant. He actually dared to admit it. I guess a CEO like him would have women running to him no matter where he goes. He must be an expert at this by now. Nicole became so furious that she slapped his hand away at once. Answer clearly, or else you're not touching me ever again. Realizing that Nicole had become jealous, Jared laughed. Are you seeing green? I'm not. Quickly explain yourself, and don't you digress. Nicole looked at Jared with a glare, seemingly dead serious about it. I meant that I've touched animals before. Jared looked at her in surrender. Quit screwing around. You could even think about using animals as an excuse? I see that you just don't have the balls to fess up. Nicole continued pushing, as she could not believe him. Seeing the serious look on her face, Jared realized that the joke had been taken too far. After all, he had already told her the truth, which she could not bring herself to believe. Nicole, look at me. Jared cupped her cheek. What will change if I look at you? Nicole stared at Jared, her eyes cold. I've never touched anyone other than you. You are the only one in my life. Jared looked at Nicole, his eyes filled with affection and sincerity. Nicole was stunned upon registering the look in his eyes and how earnest he was. Initially, she just wanted to find out which woman had skin that was coarser than her. She had not anticipated such moving words from him. Jared, I see that you have a way with words and you're getting better at it now. At this rate, you are almost on par with Harvey, Nicole teased, refusing to cave in to his sweet talk. Deciding not to pursue it anymore, as she had weaseled away from Jared, she sat up and went to the bathroom to give herself a rinse. Just as she reached the bathroom, Jared passed her a toothbrush with toothpaste readily squeezed onto it. "Here you go." "Thanks." Nicole grabbed it and began brushing while looking at the mirror. As Jared had also picked his toothbrush up and had started brushing with her, the both of them looked at each other's reflection in the mirror. It was at that moment that Jared felt a sense of warmth within him. Nicole had never done something like this with anyone. She felt that it was wholesome. In fact, she wanted time to freeze this moment so that life would always be this beautiful. After washing up, the both of them had breakfast together. Nicole looked at the time and said, "Are you heading back to the office soon?" "I'm planning to visit the factory today and see if I can find any leads." Jared raised his head ever so slightly and sized her up. "I think it's better for you to just chill out this morning." As soon as he had said that, Mrs. Wallace Sr. returned home. When she saw that the couple had made their own simple breakfast, she frowned. "Ah, why are the two of you up so early? I just went to the market with Tia and was hoping to make something nice for the both of you." Nicole immediately turned to look at Mrs. Wallace Sr. She stood up and helped her over. "Grandma, it is fine. He's going to work soon, so we had an early breakfast. That way, he can make it to his office in time." As soon as the last word was uttered, Nicole gave Jared a wink. In response, Jared smiled, and as he was almost done with breakfast, he stood up and told Mrs. Wallace Sr., "Indeed, I'm in a rush to return to the office. I'll visit you some other time, Grandma." "Oh, all right then. Drive safe." Mrs. Wallace Sr. looked at him kindly. "Will do," he said, after which he turned around to give Nicole a glance while smiling. "See you after work." Nicole frowned. "Who'd want to meet you after work, you nutjob?" But as soon as she saw him leaving, she immediately felt a sense of desire and longing. Sensing Nicole's desire, Mrs. Wallace Sr. laughed. All right. He is gone already. If you're that hesitant to let him leave, why didn't you tag along?" Nicole could tell that Mrs. Wallace Sr. was teasing her, so she replied, "I never said I wanted to follow him. It's hard enough for me to come back, so I'd like to stick around and spend some time with you for a bit longer." Mrs. Wallace Sr. smiled. "You're a good child indeed." After the conversation was over, Mrs. Wallace Sr. brought Nicole into the kitchen and made breakfast together with Tia helping them. Just like that, the morning ended in a peaceful note, being one of the quietest that Nicole had had in a while. In the afternoon, Nicole headed out. She had planned to visit the factory and return home to pay his parents and brother a visit. After all, they had no clue about her return. Soon, Nicole drove to the factory. Nicole thought it would be a ruin with nobody around. However, as soon as she got out of the car, she saw Claus. Claus immediately chuckled when he saw Nicole as he walked toward her. "Why are you here, Ms. Riddle?" Jared had given him an arduous task early in the morning itself, making him think that he was going to be utterly bored for the entire day, which was why he did not expect Nicole to come over. "Did Jared send you here?" Nicole guessed. Claus laughed. You're right. Mr. Johnston sent us here to claim everything that can be salvaged before clearing the area for reconstruction. I've got to give him credit where credit is due. Jared really is efficient, Nicole thought. All right, carry on, she said. I go and have a look. Claus quickly stopped her. Ms. Riddle. This place is already in ruins, what's there to see? It's not safe to walk here. Please don't get yourself hurt. Nicole shook her head. It's fine. I'm just going to look around. Then, she asked Claus about the location where the fire had started, after which she went to the area where the generator was and examined it. As expected, she could not find the problem. Claus looked at her and asked curiously, Ms. Riddle, is there a problem here? Nicole thought about it and said, bring me some tools. I want to crank it open and have a look inside. Claus nodded and got someone to bring a toolbox over. Nicole reached out for the toolbox and took one of the tools out as she stood in front of the charred generator and pried the shell open. As expected, the wires were already in a mess, but Nicole was still looking for clues. Claus was confused, but he knew that Nicole would never do something if she did not have a good reason to, so he just waited for her at the side. After some time spent inspecting the device, Nicole finally spotted an area that had melted in a manner different from the rest of the generator. Nicole's eyes narrowed. Claus watched as she picked a wire up and examined it, so, in his state of curiosity, he asked, "Ms. Riddle, is something wrong?" Nicole's eyes darkened as she quickly a section of the wire off and passed it to Claus. "Put it in a bag and find out how this wire was melted. Then, follow the clues and continue investigating." Claus immediately nodded and took the wire. "Got it." He gotten word from Max that this fire was uncanny, so Nicole might have actually found a clue. With this in mind, Claus did not linger, and quickly brought it for inspection. Nicole watched him from the back with a wicked smile. "I'll find you, no matter who you are." After 2 hours, Nicole returned home to her parents, and as she exited her car, she saw that Sean and Steve were both getting off their vehicles too. They were flabbergasted when they saw her. "Nicole, you're back." "Yeah, are you having an off day today?" Nicole walked over and greeted Sean and Steve happily as well. "Yeah, we came back to see Mom and Dad." "Aren't you supposed to be in Lanningborg? Why did you come back?" Sean asked Nicole, confused. "I hate to be that guy, but I think we should stop chatting here at the entrance. Let's get in." Mom and Dad would be ecstatic to see Nicole. Steve smiled at them as he pushed them into the house. "Okay, we can walk in on our own accord." Sean shook his head in defeat. In the living room, Daniel and Gloria were watching the news on the couch while Spencer and Samuel were playing games on their phone. "You two should lay off the phone for a bit. The screen really isn't good for your eyes," Gloria reprimanded, having taken note of the time they had spent playing games while she watched the TV. "We're fine. We just started," Samuel responded. "Are you sure?" Sean asked. The moment Samuel and Spencer heard Sean's voice, they responded without even looking up. "Bro, it's not every day that you're back here. Can't you just mind your own business? Is that how you talk to your eldest brother, kid? Look who's back." Sean yelled, pretending to be angry. Samuel and Spencer looked up at him. "Who?" Nicole suddenly popped out from behind Sean, prompting Spencer and Samuel to exclaim, "Nicole." They stopped playing their games at once and threw their phones away before running up to her. "When did you come back? Why didn't you tell us? We could have picked you up." Nicole looked at them happily and explained, "I can't say that I've planned for it, and that's why I didn't have the time to tell you. Anyway, what was the game that you were playing? You looked pretty engrossed when you were at it." Nicole looked at them with her brows furrowed. "Come here, we'll show you." Samuel and Spencer dragged Nicole to the couch. "Nicole, you're back." Gloria greeted her happily the instant she saw Nicole. "I'm home, Mom and Dad," Nicole announced. "Go on without me." "I'm going to talk to Mom and Dad for a bit," Nicole said while looking at Samuel and Spencer. Then, she sat down with Gloria and Daniel without giving her phone another look. "How was the trip to Lanningborg, Nicole? It's been so long since we last saw you." Daniel was concerned about her, even as he was beaming. He had not seen Nicole for a very long time, and as such, he missed her dearly and was ecstatic to see her when she came back. "It's pretty good. How's everything here at home?" Nicole looked at her parents with an endearing gaze. Indeed, she had not been home for a long time, which was why she was felt slightly unfamiliar with her home. "We've been keeping well. Was it tough working abroad? You don't look so good." Gloria was really observant, as she noticed that Nicole did not look like she had been sleeping well. "Haven't you been sleeping well?" Daniel heard Gloria and had also noticed that Nicole did not look like she was in good shape. I do get enough sleep over there, but I came back in a rush yesterday. I'm probably just experiencing jet lag, so I'm fine," Nicole explained while feeling guilty. "It's all Jared's fault," she thought. "I won't be this tired if it wasn't because of him." "Did you rush back here because Martin's factory had caught fire?" Daniel guessed. Judging by how hasty her return was, Daniel figured that it had something to do with Martin. "Yeah, I was informed that his factory was on fire, so I took the earliest flight home." Nicole said without anything. She did not feel the need to hide anything from them as they were different from Mrs. Wallace Sr. It was a pretty big fire. Martin suffered quite the loss, didn't he? Daniel looked at Nicole with a frown. Yeah, half of the factory was destroyed, along with the equipment and the products. Nicole became upset when she talked about this. Gloria quickly changed the subject when she saw that Nicole was beginning to feel sad. Nicole doesn't come home very often, so let's not talk about things like these. How are things with Jared? It has been some time since we've seen him. Gloria smiled at Nicole. We're fine. He's been really busy with work these days, and due to the fact that his grandfather is still in the hospital, he usually works until it gets very late, Nicole replied with a smile, though she began to feel sad for Jared as she finally realized how tough it must have been for him. It's not easy for Jared either. I didn't expect that his family would have to deal with someone like that, you know. Gloria sighed. Nicole, how's Jared's grandfather? Daniel asked. Jared said that he's been experiencing a steady recovery, and I do plan to visit him this afternoon. Nicole looked at Daniel. Good. He's really old, so he has to be extra careful now. He should take good care of himself, Daniel said. Yeah. Nicole, how's the project going? Sean asked. Can you tell us about it? Sean had been holding it in for a very long time. He wanted to talk to Nicole about this the minute he saw her, but he did not get to do so after Steve had interrupted him. Now that he finally had the chance, he had to ask her about it. Mr. Harmon had gathered a team of researchers and we've already started the project. It's doing okay. We're currently researching the chip, and that's where I have some issues. Nicole told them some trivia to satiate Sean's curiosity. What is the issue? Do you find it hard to solve? Sean looked at Nicole with a frown as though he was worried. I can't really summarize it, but it's kind of challenging. I'll find a way to resolve it though, Nicole said, remaining positive about it and believing that they can succeed. By the way, how's the project with Aegis Corporation going, Sean? Nicole asked. It has been running smoothly. We would have ended up with a miserable failure if Harvey had not invested at that time. I heard that he went abroad with you. Did he return with you too? Sean asked. If Harvey was back, he would have treated Harvey to a lavish dinner as a token of appreciation. He didn't, Nicole replied. He's still busy with work over there. I see. Send him my regards when you're back in Lanningborg. Without his help, we would have been in hot water. Sean looked at Nicole, stern and unsmiling. All right. I'll do that for you for sure. Nicole flashed him a smile. Are you done chatting? We can finally play together if you're done. Samuel and Spencer had been listening to them the whole time, and when the conversation seemed to be coming to an end, he interrupted them. All you do is play video games. Nicole has been talking to us since she got back. You should learn a thing or two from her and engage in more productive activities. Look at her. She's already living independently abroad, and yet, here you are, still playing video games at home, Gloria lectured them, and would have forgotten about them if they had not interrupted Nicole and Sean. Mom, you said it yourself. Nicole doesn't come back very often, so you should stop nagging us. We're adults now, and we have our pride, okay? Samuel stared at Gloria as he expressed his thoughts. You're always looking for excuses. Don't lecture them anymore, Mom. Just let them chill for a day. You can continue the nagging when I'm not around tomorrow. Nicole aided Samuel by persuading to let them off the hook. Since Nicole is here, I'm just going to leave it, Gloria said. How long will you be staying, Nicole? Gloria hoped that Nicole could stay for a few days, so that their entire family would be together for longer. I must return to Lanningborg as soon as I'm done with Martin's factory. Nicole replied. Nicole could tell that Gloria wanted her to stay for a few more days. Unfortunately, she had to help her team abroad, and there was nothing that she could do to change that fact. Well, it's good to be busy. Youngsters like you should be putting more effort into your work. Daniel said otherwise, even though he wanted her to stick around too. I know your work is important, but you and Jared must take care of yourselves, Daniel said with concern. Yeah, we will. Nicole said, and it was then that she realized that Nora was nowhere to be seen, even after she had spent much time chatting in the living room. Is she out on a vacation again? Mom, how's Nora's parents? Nicole suddenly asked, startling Gloria. Why do you ask? Gloria said, oh, it's because I've been sitting here for quite some time, but I haven't seen any traces of Nora, and that's why I suddenly thought about her. Back then, I'd always bump into her whenever I am here, so it's kind of weird not seeing her around, Nicole explained. Nora's family got discharged from the hospital, so Nora went home to take care of them, Gloria replied. Oh. Nicole thought, no wonder I didn't see her. Seems like she's keeping her word. Has she been visiting you? Nicole asked Gloria. Yes, a few times, but she hasn't been visiting recently, has she? Gloria looked at Daniel and asked. Yeah, I think it has been 2 to 3 weeks since she last came over. Daniel replied, though he did not really mind. Anyway, Nicole, please have your lunch here. Let your mother cook something nice for you. Sure, Nicole uttered in response. Nicole, can you play with us now? Samuel asked. You play, I'll watch, Nicole said, as she did not have the energy to play games and just wanted to take a rest. Hey, can't you tell that Nicole is tired? Why are you forcing her to play games with you? That's really insensible of you, Sean chided. Spencer had one good look at Nicole after listening to Sean. Nicole, catch your rest on the couch if you're tired. We won't bother you. Sean shook his head. Is this how you're letting her get her rest? Nicole laughed when she saw them arguing and thought, it's nice to be with family. By the way, Nicole, how was life with Mrs. Wallace Sr. in the Sea View Villa? Daniel asked, as he suddenly thought of her. She's doing pretty well. She even planted her own vegetables and seems to be in high spirits every day, Nicole replied, and was all smiles when she talked about her. Really? She must be having a lot of free time then. Daniel smiled at Nicole. You must have visited Mrs. Wallace Sr., right? Yeah, I came over from her place, Nicole said. Nicole, you've been engaged to Jared for some time now. What's the plan? Daniel studied Nicole with his eyes. Sean and Steve chortled as they immediately knew what Daniel was trying to say. Nicole was watching Samuel playing his game when she heard Daniel's question, and so, she lifted her head and asked, Huh? What plan? Daniel saw that Nicole did not understand him, so he pushed it aside. Nothing. Go ahead and play your games. I'll see if there's any good food in the kitchen. Sean came to sit next to Nicole after Daniel had left. Nicole, did you not understand Dad, or are you just pretending that you didn't? Confused, Nicole looked at her with a frown. What are you saying? I wasn't pretending at all. Sean looked at Stephen when he saw that Nicole really did not understand what their father had meant, but they did not burst her bubble. Seems like you didn't. Why are you two acting so strangely? Nicole looked at them with her head tilted. Ignore them. Let's just play, Samuel interrupted, ending the topic. After some time, Gloria's voice echoed from the kitchen. Lunch is ready. Nicole, let's eat. Sean walked up to the dining hall with Nicole. Samuel and Spencer, who had turned their games off, also went over to eat their lunch. Seeing that the dining table was filled with dishes, Nicole was shocked. Mom, isn't this too much? You don't come back every day, so of course, we must have a feast, Gloria replied. Quick, sit down and see if my cooking skills have improved or not. Gloria smiled as she waited for Nicole's review. Sure. Nicole sat down and took a bite of her favorite dish. It's still amazing. Mom, I think you've actually improved. Nicole beamed and complimented Gloria. Gloria was over the moon when she heard Nicole's compliment, and the smile on her face lingered for a while. Here, try some of these. Gloria continued to get Nicole to give her other dishes a try. Wow, this is really good. It's crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. Samuel, Spencer, try it. Nicole suggested. Is it really that good? Samuel took a small bite, doubtful and skeptical of his mother's cooking. Damn, it's really good. Mom, why don't I see you making this dish on a daily basis? You're playing favorites. You're only making good food when Nicole is around, Samuel complained and acted like he was upset. You should be grateful that you're getting something to eat. Stop complaining, Sean jabbed at him. Let's dig in. Don't just stare at the food, Nicole reminded them as she looked around. Then, all of them started eating, and from time to time, compliments would fill the dining area, leaving Gloria flattered. Is it really good, or are you all just trying to make me happy? Gloria asked, starting to doubt them. Why are they being so sweet today? It's really good. Try some. Nicole placed a few pieces onto Gloria's plate. It's pretty good, Gloria said after taking a bite, and when she looked at everyone at the table, all of them burst out laughing at once. Nicole, how long have you been engaged? Gloria asked. A few months, I believe. Nicole answered as she ate. Oh, doesn't Jared have a plan? Gloria continued ask her. Plan? What do you mean? Nicole stopped eating and looked at Gloria. Gloria rolled her eyes at Nicole. You silly girl, why are you so dense when it comes to matters like these? What I'm trying to ask is, when are you planning to get married? Everyone at the table fell silent when Gloria shot her that question, and they turned their attention to Nicole at once. Nicole's face flushed. Weren't we eating? Why are they asking me about marriage now? Mom, why are you asking me this all of a sudden? Nicole felt embarrassed and stopped eating. How could she talk about this in front of everyone? Don't overthink it. I'm just worried about you. I can see that you're doing well with Jared, and that's why I asked you if you've got any plans to get married. If you do, your dad and I will see if there's anything we can do to help you out, Gloria gently explained as she wanted to help Nicole as much as she could. Mom, Dad, please don't stress yourselves out. You don't have to worry about us. We know that you're doing this for us, but we have our own things to deal with. We'll talk about marriage once we're done with our work. Don't worry about it. Nicole replied. She did not object to the idea, and had just told them the truth of what she thought. They might even get married right after they were done with their busy lives, and as such, it was something that he would have trouble predicting. Okay, I know. I'm not rushing you. Your dad and I just want you to be happy. Gloria looked at Nicole earnestly and stroked her daughter's hair. I know. Eat up, the food's getting cold, Daniel reminded them. Nicole smiled at him. After their meal, they went to hang out on the couch again, and that was when Nicole looked at Samuel and Spencer and whispered, How are things with Lulu and June? Which stage are you at now? What do you mean, which stage? Gosh, you're so nosy. Samuel rolled his eyes at her as he did not want to talk about it, but Spencer's cheeks turned red at once. Nicole immediately knew what was going on and smirked. Seems like a lot of things had happened when I wasn't around. Suddenly, she took on a more serious tone and said, You should really lay the games off and spend more time with your friends when you have the time. Go outside more often. It's not really good to stay at home and play games all the time. In other words, she was reminding them that they should spend more time with their girlfriends and explore the world together instead of missing out on all the fun. Got it? Even Nicole thinks it's bad to play games. From tomorrow onwards, you're grounded. Gloria, who was sitting at the side, immediately voiced out when she heard Nicole lecturing them. Noticing that their mother was nagging at them again, Samuel responded, Okay, we'll spend more time with our friends. Nicole, are you trying to make us hate you as soon as you're back here? Samuel glared at Nicole, his gaze threatening. I'm doing this so that you may live happily ever after. You might come to thank me in the future. Nicole looked at them, delighted. I'll thank you now. For robbing us of our gaming privilege, Samuel retorted. Nicole was amused and burst out laughing. What are you laughing at? Gloria and Daniel looked at Nicole, shocked. Nothing, I'm laughing at them playing their games, Nicole casually said. Mom and Dad, I've stayed for some time already, so I'll be leaving now. If it gets any later than this, I'm worried that I'd just be bothering Jared's grandpa when I visit, Nicole explained as she looked at her parents. Sure, hurry up then. Are you coming back to stay for the night? Daniel looked at Nicole in anticipation. No, I'll have to meet Jared at night, so it's going to be very late if I do come back here. I'll just be disrupting your sleep, Nicole explained. Yeah, going back and forth can be really tiring. Please remember to take care of yourself when you're abroad and get the rest you need. Daniel reminded her as he was worried. Don't worry, I'll be fine. If you miss me, just drop me a video call, she said. Nicole did not wish to leave them either, but there were matters that required her attention, so leaving was the only option for the time being. And what if we miss you? Samuel and Spencer asked. Will you? Nicole asked, relating it to what she had said to them previously. Forget it, we won't. Just go away already. Samuel urged Nicole to leave with a look of unbridled annoyance on his face. Why are you even mad? Gloria asked, not understanding Samuel at all. Nicole smiled as she looked at Samuel's sour expression. I'm making a move now. You don't have to send me to the door. Nicole waved them goodbye and walked out. But when she turned around, she saw that her family was still walking her to the door anyway, and this left a faint smile on Nicole's face. Bye. Then, she got into her car and drove away from the Riddle residence. From the rearview mirror, she could still see them watching her as she left, and this made her tear up, as she missed them too. She arrived at a crossroad, and stopped at the red light. She looked at the cars that were driving past her, and suddenly, a familiar yet blurry figure drove past her. Her eyes widened at once, but before she knew it, the car was gone already. She just could not get a clearer view of the driver and who they were. Then, the green light lit up and Nicole continued her journey to the hospital. After a while of driving, she pulled up at the car park and got down before entering the hospital. She then took the elevator up to Mr. Johnston Sr.'s floor and saw Max, who was keeping guard outside. He immediately greeted Nicole when he saw her. You're here, Ms. Riddle. Is Jared in there? Nicole asked Max. Yeah, he's talking to Mr. Johnston Sr. Okay. Nicole pushed the door open and walked in. Mr. Johnston Sr. looked at the door as it opened and was shocked to see the person behind the door. Nicole? Come here. Mr. Johnston Sr. beckoned her to make her way toward him while Jared followed his gaze. It really is Nicole. Their eyes locked, and they remained so until she was seated in front of Mr. Johnston Sr.'s bed. Have you been feeling better, Mr. Johnston Sr.? It has been some time since I last visited you because I've been in Lanningborg. Don't get mad at me, okay? Nicole smiled at Mr. Johnston Sr. as she explained. Am I that petty of a person to you? Why would I be angry with you? Mr. Johnston Sr. smiled at Nicole, and was seemingly more energetic after seeing her. He won't be angry with you, but he'd just ask me where is Nicole, whenever he sees that I'm visiting him alone. He just misses you, Jared voiced Mr. Johnston Sr.'s thoughts out. Why are you even saying that? Mr. Johnston Sr. looked at Jared, embarrassed. Yeah, Grandpa is the most generous man alive. Nicole smiled at Mr. Johnston Sr. Mr. Johnston Sr. was amused by Nicole's remark. Nicole, after you came, I realized that Grandpa's mood got a lot better than before. He even looks much more energetic now, Jared said, amazed. Is that so? I didn't know I had the power to lift people's spirits up. Nicole teased, making fun of herself to make Mr. Johnston Sr. laugh. How do you feel now? What did the doctor say? Nicole returned to the main point of discussion and asked in the most caring way possible. Grandpa has recovered a lot and he can perform some basic activities now, but he's still unable to get down from his bed yet, Jared began. The doctor said that he has to rest for another month or so before he can get off the bed and try moving around. Jared was relieved as he explained this to Nicole. Grandpa can and will recover. Nicole was surprised as she did not expect Mr. Johnston Sr. to recover so rapidly in such a short span of time. Grandpa is recovering well, indeed. His progress is a week ahead of what I had expected. I can tell that he's been in a good mood and has been getting enough rest. Nicole smiled at Mr. Johnston Sr. Yeah, you're right. I feel energized these days too. Nicole, aren't you supposed to be abroad? Why are you back all of a sudden? Mr. Johnston Sr. looked at Nicole with his brows furrowed as he did not understand why she had come home so suddenly. Jared and the rest of them did not tell Mr. Johnston Sr. anything about Martin's factory's fire. In fact, they did not even show him the news. Nicole did not know about this, but Jared did not have to tell her either. "I'm back here to take care of some stuff. Besides, it's been some time since I've visited you." Nicole looked at Mr. Johnston Sr.'s current state and decided that it would not be wise to bring anything negative up and ruin his mood. As such, she shared a collective thought with Jared, in that she would not make any mentions about the fire. Jared gave Nicole a piercing look, as he did not expect her to share such a strong, near-telepathic connection with him. "I know you're busy, and I suppose that Jared has been harping about this for a few times now, but you have to take care of yourself," Mr. Johnston Sr. said, looking at Nicole. "I will," she replied. "So, did you come back to take care of the fire that had started in Martin's factory, Nicole?" Mr. Johnston Sr. stared at Nicole, energetic as ever. "How did you know that, Grandpa?" Jared and Nicole exchanged looks. They had no idea that Mr. Johnston Sr. had already known, which was why they were trying their best to conceal the existence of the incident from him. "Ha, do you really think that I wouldn't know anything just because I'm in a hospital?" "No, that's not the case. Have you found any clues about that incident?" Mr. Johnston Sr. looked at Nicole and asked. "I've found something, and I've already ordered Claus to investigate it." Nicole looked at Mr. Johnston Sr. as she replied, "Yeah, I don't think this case is really that simple. You need to pay more attention to the investigation," Mr. Johnston Sr. explained. "Grandpa, do you know something that we don't?" Jared asked as he stared into Mr. Johnston Sr.'s dark eyes. Thank you for listening. If you have enjoyed this story, please like and share so others can see it too. Also hit the subscription button and notification bell so you can be notified on our next release. Thank you for your support. God bless you.